about other popular magicians or illusionists, like let's just say David Blaine? Do you have relationships with those guys? Like, do you ever do you collab? Do you beef or anything like that? Like, what's like?
I don't know. How's your relationships going? All right, I'm gonna tell you a story that I have not told anyone.
Wow.
All right. So, listen, David Blaine, I give props to. He came out, did street magic, blew up before I did, and give him all the props in the world. When he was coming up, I was very aggressive because I had a dream, I had a vision in my mind, I wanted to accomplish it. So, I would say, look, whatever David is doing, I can do it, and I'll do it side by side with him. And I guarantee you that whatever he does, I'll last longer, I'll do it better, I'll do whatever, because I was committed to give my life to beating him or anyone else, because I had something so bad that I wanted, and he had it. So he had a big target on his head. And so, I, since then, recently, last year, went to go see his show. And, it's nothing personal. It was just like, people do it to me all the time. And it's like, bring it. It's totally like part of the thing. Because in the magic world, it's, if you go up to somebody on the street and you say, name 5 magicians, they have a difficult time doing that. It's a very small place at the top.
Yeah.
And especially, what I'm doing with live and television and stuff. So anyway, I saw him, and I went to his show, and I was like, dude, I just want to wipe the slate clean. I've never met you before, so I just want to say, like, no hard feelings. Like, I apologize for anything that might have offended you or anything like that. And I took off. I had a beautiful, beautiful ring, gorgeous ring, like 20 G's. I took it off, and I said, "This is for you." And I said, "Let's build a friendship and stuff like that." Because I'm talking, this was in the early 2000s that this went down. It was like so many years ago. And I gave it to him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't accept this because I'm a minimalist." And then he called his friend over and was like, "Hey, let's put it in a museum. Like, you could do whatever you want with it. I'm giving it to you." And then the guy comes in. He's like, "Oh, okay, thank you, Chris." I was like, "Well, I gave it to David.
Yeah.
If he wants to give it to you, that's his business, because it's a gift from me." And then I was like, "Yeah, let's do a picture." And he's like, "Oh, I can't do a picture with just you and me alone." And it's just fucking bizarre, dude. Like, just bizarre behavior. And it's like, dude, grow up. Like,
that is weird.
It's like, we're both adults. We both have children. I had a kid with cancer. Like, it wasn't like we had a fist fight. It's not like we ever even met before. It's not like we ever even had a conversation on the phone. Nothing. It was just some banter in the press because I wanted to succeed. And, he's ripped me off with stuff that I've done. Like, I've been on the water for 24 hours, then he borrowed that, and then he did it later, which is totally cool. Like, God bless him. Like, it's not a big deal. Do your thing, man. It's all good, but life is too short to sit here but the truth is that I'm out there doing my thing, pretty successful at doing it, and I never look behind me.
Wow. That's
Yeah, so you guys aren't having dinner together, all the magicians.
No, I text him after it. Like, you think he would say, "Hey, Chris, thanks for the ring," or whatever. I texted him and I was like, "Hey, man, happy Father's Day. Thanks for having us at the show," whatever. And never responded. So I was like, "Cool, dude. Like, it's all good. Like, I wish him and everyone else the best."
Yeah.
Life is too short, man. And when you have a kid with cancer and you realize how fragile life is, all this other shit, like, you never see a hearse pulling a U-Haul. It means nothing.
Yeah.
It means nothing. Especially, like, when you want to put love, light, and positivity in the world.
right.
Yeah, I read about your kid having leukemia.
Yeah.
And going
Johnny
through
Christopher, yeah.
1,000 treatments.
Well, he went through 1,095 days. Then he went to remission, which was 3 years. He went into remission for less than a year. He got it basically came back, I found it in his testicles when he came out of the shower. I was like, looked at it, I was like, this doesn't look normal. Let's go to, and then he went through another 2 years of treatment. So he was in it for over 6 years. And now my whole mission in life, and the reason why I believe I was blessed, was for the betterment of children. Like, I raise millions of dollars for kids. Every cent that I raise, 100% of every cent I raise goes to these kids. Cure for the Kids here in Las Vegas is a treatment center that treated Johnny and other kids, even if they don't have insurance. Make-A-Wish of Southern Nevada, does a lot of really good things to give kids the incentive to get through treatment, to look forward for mentally, to do. And so, my whole mission in life is to earmark that money, make sure it doesn't go to like expenses or overhead. I pay all of that out of my pocket. We just raised, I think on December, the 18th, day before my birthday, I had a big event. I had a bunch of bands that you would love that just played Cheap Trick and
Nice.
and Faster Pussycat, LA Guns, Skid Row, bunch of bands. Anyway, we raised about over $1.6 million, and it all goes to kids. And I raise money every show, so that's my mission in life. That's what I'm here to try to do. And I'm so blessed that my kid is doing good. He's in school, and it's just. But you never know, man. It's fragile. It's scary.
I mean, leukemia is just kind of like hit or miss. There's no causes for it.
One child every 2 minutes is diagnosed with pediatric cancer. And that's a huge number. One child every 2 minutes. So not to bring the show down, but if people want to help, they can go to ChrissAngelHelp.com. They can watch a documentary I made that's 13 minutes long. It's called 1095, and it's basically about 13 minutes long. Took 6 years to make, about what we went through, and people can donate $1 or watch. Here it is, right here.
Yeah.
So that's the documentary right there. People can watch that and share it. And if they feel compelled, donate $1. If they don't, to share it. And hopefully we can raise awareness and money and make pediatric cancer disappear, because it's when you see kids, and I go to hospitals and I see these kids, it really puts everything in perspective, It really puts everything in perspective.
Because they're so fucking innocent.
They should be worrying about playing with their toy.
Yeah.
Not like
they did
I
wrong.
have to sit there and get chemo for how many hours, or do a blood transfusion, or do a spinal tap, or, all the shit. My son was hooked up to blinatumomab, basically, a machine, 28 days a month, every other month. It was. I tried to do it. He lost all his hair. That's him in the bed, obviously, there, and it's a difficult situation. So for me, that puts everything into perspective, and everything else, is a blessing. Every moment is a gift. That's why you have to live your life doing what you want to do. Put love, light, and positivity out there. Don't do something you hate to do for a living. Try to do something. Life is too short, Anyway.
Do you like shopping on Amazon? I do. And good news is, Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole are available on Amazon. And if you want a real bundle of a deal, you can get Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole, plus Steve-O's butthole destroyer, and Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole. It's the butthole bundle, available on Amazon right now.
Yeah, dude.